Welcome back to Pretty Scary and Happy New Year, Beauts. Now, at the start of every year, we can write our own year, what we would like to happen to a certain extent. So, in the spirit of that, I thought I'd turn myself into a drawing.
Hi beautiful weirdos, welcome back to Pretty Scary. Happy New Year, it's 2019 and I no longer have a bump. You can possibly hear my little bean in the background. She's a bit shouty this morning. I know, you telling me all about it. But for now I just wanted to say hello. This is my first bit of filming since I was pregnant. I'm going to be making some changes to Pretty Scary this year because it's a bit difficult to film special effects makeup with a little bean to look after. We'll be bringing some new things to you, Pretty Scary, and you will have to stay tuned to find out what those will be, but they will be in keeping with the channel and I hope you love them. I'm very excited about them. No, you've been sick. No, all in your hair. Oh, this is going well. Never work with animals and small children, do they say? Daisy bean does whatever a daisy bean does. Oh, didn't want you dead then. This is my beautiful little daisy bean. This is the reason why I've not been filming very much, because of this beautiful little fluffster. But I just wanted to introduce you to the absolute love of my life. And she's got the fluffiest hair. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that fluffy hair. I'm addicted to kissing it.
So if you'd like to know how to turn yourself into a drawing, keep on watching. Now, first of all, I slicked my hair back into a low bun, but you can do whatever style you like. And then I just did a white base over the whole of my face. You want this to be nice and even, so take some time and just really blend it. I'm using a brush because I find that the easiest way with a cream base. You can also use a water-based face paint. Now, the look I'm going for is the one side of my face is drawn and the other is still a blank canvas. So I'm making sure that I really kind of blank out my features on the one side with plenty of white paint. Once you're happy with your features being blanked out, then just powder over that. You'll need to use a white powder. I'm just using one by the Boots Natural Collection, but there's plenty of white powders on the market. This is just a nice cheap one. And then to give the look of a sketch, you want to then shade in your features with various shades of grey. So basically anywhere where there's a shadow, shade your feature in. So I'm just shading along the side of my nose and into the socket of my eye. I used various different drawings as sort of reference points so that I could see how a sketch should actually look. But you basically just want to shade the contours of your own face. You can see what I'm doing here, so pretty self-explanatory. Just use a smaller brush to apply the colour and then use a bigger, fluffier brush to really blend it. If you want to go for a sketchier look, you can use more defined strokes, but I wanted to go for kind of a charcoal blended drawing. And the way to get a really nice blend as well is to use lighter shades of grey first of all, and then go in with deeper shades of grey, but not quite over the whole area, so you get a nice gradient effect. You can use a smaller, more compact brush like the one I'm using here to get deeper into some areas. Like I said, you want a kind of a gradient effect to make it look like it's shaded with either pencil or charcoal. So as most of this is pretty self-explanatory, now I've explained the basics, I'm just going to talk more about the notion of drawing your own year. Now, we all have the same 365 days in the year, we all have the same 24 hours in the day, and obviously there's certain things in your life you can't control, but you can control how you respond to things, and you can also make plans, you can get off your backside and do stuff that you've always wanted to do. So yeah, set yourself goals, decide what you want to do, and just get out there and do it. Basically, write your own destiny. I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in being positive. I'm a big believer in being grateful for the things that we have. And yeah, sometimes life beats you down, there's no doubt about that, and I know a lot of people I love have been through particularly bad times last year, and I know that sometimes with the best will in the world you just can't pick yourself up. But it is good sometimes just to, you know, give yourself a shakedown and decide to wipe the slate clean and just start picking yourself up if you do hit rock bottom. And the new year is a great time to do that. I know you can do it at any time basically, but there's something about the start of a new year that just makes you think, right, I'm going to get things sorted. So you don't necessarily have to set yourself stupid unachievable goals that you know you won't achieve, like thinking I'm going to make £1 million in a month. I mean, yeah, sometimes you can do that, but you know, make your goals believable and achievable and just take small steps towards them. Now go back to the tutorial, so you can see me here just using some black face paint to add a little extra definition to certain areas of my face, because I wanted to make it look like a defined drawing, but you can just leave it with the shading if you want to just look like a more smudgy drawing. It's up to you really. Now going back to the whole notion of drawing your year again, there's this whole thing called law of attraction. I'm sure most of you have heard of it, which is basically that, you know, what you think about most you attract. Now basically there's no magic to law of attraction. It's not like one of these things where if you manifest it, it's going to magically appear into your life. But the whole thing about the law of attraction is that what you focus on expands. So basically if you're focusing on something positive and something you want in life, then it will start to happen slowly but surely, and you will start to notice ways that you can bring it into your life more. Have you ever noticed, like for example, if you, I don't know, if you just split up with a partner, all of a sudden all you can see around you is couples, and you're thinking, why am I suddenly seeing all these couples? And you'll be hearing all these love songs on the radio. Well, it's not so much that you're suddenly hearing these or suddenly seeing these things. Those things are always there, but you're focused on your breakup, so you're seeing those things. And the same applies if you want something in your life. If you're focused on it, you'll start to notice opportunities and ways you can bring it into your life. Anyway, as you can see, I've applied some false lashes on the drawn side, and I'm just making sure that the undrawn side is really blanked out. So I'm just going in with a NYX milk pencil, and then I just painted some water-based face paint through my hair and some basically in black and white, just to make sure that my hair looked drawn on as well. And then just basically refined the look until I was happy, and then that was it, basically done. Oh, I added a shine to the hair with the NARS, why do I keep saying NARS? NYX pencil in milk, and I also added highlights with the same NYX pencil, NYX not NARS. And yeah, that was it basically. So I hope that you can all draw your year beaut. I hope that you do have an amazing new year. And you know, any of you that are going through a bad time, I really hope that you're able to pick yourself up. But if you're not able to pick yourself up for whatever reason, there's also no harm in reaching out and asking for help. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in admitting that we need a little help, whether that be from friends and family, whether that be from your doctor. Yeah, don't be ashamed to reach out and ask for help. I know I've certainly had dark times where I've needed help, and I've needed a little bit of medication, or I've needed help from friends and family, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So please never feel ashamed of how you're feeling. And yeah, all that remains for me to say is just have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 2019.
This is the finished look. So half my face is drawn, half my face isn't, and it's to symbolise the fact that it's a new year and you can draw your year exactly how you want it to be. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up, because please give it a massive thumbs up because it helps me loads. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because there's lots more coming this new year. And Happy New Year. Love you all. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Comment below, let me know what you did for New Year, and I will see you soon. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble.